Hey, what's up, you guys? Jason Wheeler here. I am making a quick video for you here today. Chances are, if you're watching this video, it was emailed to you. You maybe saw it on Facebook, or maybe you're doing a Google search, but the chances are is that you are currently behind on your mortgage, or you are in notice of default. And today I'm going to talk about notice of default. Real quick, don't go away. This is only going to be a few minutes long, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I can help you either keep your home, modify your loan. I'm going to show you real life examples. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and follow me. Okay, if you want to find out a little bit more about your personal situation, go to jasonwheeler.biz/follow, and you can go ahead and follow me there on my social networks, and we could go ahead and connect personally. Okay, so what am I going to cover here in this quick few minutes here? I'll show you right away, like I said, what is a notice of default? How does it affect you? What is the process once you receive a notice of default or when you fall behind on your mortgage? What can you do? What options do you have when you get yourself into this situation? What can I do to help you? I want you to know that you don't have to go it alone. You're not in a boat by yourself. This has happened to a lot of people in the past 5 to 10 years in the foreclosure crisis. You're definitely not something to be embarrassed about. There's a lot of reasons why you might be in foreclosure, why you might be behind on mortgage payments. I can also tell you what you can't do, okay? There's a few things that you just can't do. You know, some people, they want a free house. They want to never make another mortgage payment again. That's just really not realistic. So there's some things that you can't do. Mainly, I'm going to give you some examples of successes that I've had working with people in situations that may or may not be almost identical, the same or similar to a situation that you might be in. So first of all, what is a notice of default? The actual definition of notice of default is a public notice that's filed with the courts stating that your mortgage is behind, and basically it is the first step that a lender has to take in order to foreclose on your home. Okay, so in order for the lender to foreclose on your home, the first thing they have to do is file a notice of default with the courts. Okay, from there they can start taking steps. So the main thing is if you've already received a notice of default, you're way deep in. You need to take action now, and you need to do something to get yourself out of your situation. What can I do to help you out? I'm going to cover that. I have been doing loans and in the real estate business since 2003. Specifically, I've been helping people in situations with notice of default since about 2007. I'm going to show you some examples of that. I've helped countless people keep their homes. I've helped people with short sales, and I've helped people get out from a home that they just couldn't keep. I've helped them in several different types of situations. Every situation is obviously different. I've helped people modify debts. I'm going to show you an example of that in just a moment. I've helped people with debt forgiveness as well. I've shown people and I've helped people get their debts completely forgiven and off the books. I'll show you some real life examples, and I'm going to do that right now. So let's go ahead and dive into this example. This is a real case study. As you can see, this is current as of June 5th, 2014. This is a mortgage statement right here, and as you can see, this person's mortgage was modified to a 30-year fixed at 2.45%. Now, I've been doing loans. I've been in the mortgage business for upwards of 10 years now. I've never in my entire career seen anybody with a mortgage lower than a 30-year fixed mortgage that is lower than 2.45%. So this was a major win. Now, this is definitely not something that I could promise you if you're watching this video, but it is something that I will help you with. If you qualify for it, I'll definitely help you. So what I'm going to encourage you to do right now is, if you're in a situation where you might want to modify your loan, somewhere on this page, somewhere in the description, there's a button, there's a way to contact me. Please contact me and ask me about this modification. I will do my best to try and help you, okay? Now, the next situation that I'm going to show you is, in this case, this person had a second mortgage. It was a HELOC, I believe, and the balance was almost $60,000. It was $56,000. Now, this person went through a process with me, and Chase was the bank. It looks like this was 100% forgiven. As you can see right here from this letter from Chase, this means you owe nothing more. Your debt will be canceled. You don't need to sign or return anything. So this debt was completely 100% canceled. Don't get too excited. Again, I am not going to promise you that I'm going to get your debts 100% canceled, but it's important that you know your options, that you take a close look at your current situation and find out if something like this is an option for you. So again, I want to tell you, I want to encourage you that if this is something you want to look into, go ahead and get in touch with me. Click the button below, whatever it is that you're seeing this presentation. The next step is for you to take action and get in touch with me and ask me about your specific situation. In this case right here, this was a big win as well. This specific case was a student loan, and this person's loan was almost $60,000. Obviously, personal information is scratched out, but this person's student loan was $60,000. Now, the settlement amount, as you can see from this document, the settlement amount was for $23,000. So if you do the math there, that was reduced by 30. It was 39% of the face value of the loan. Okay, so this was reduced significantly. So if you want to see if you qualify for something like this with your mortgage or one of your other debts, this may or may not be something that I could help you with. Again, everybody's situation is extremely unique and different, and it's important that you find out what your options are and if this is something that can be done for you. So if you want to look at something like this, a debt reduction, again, you need to go ahead and take some action and reach out to me personally with the phone number or the email address that I provided to you. So what can you do if you're in a situation, let's say you've stopped making your mortgage payments, maybe you've just fallen behind, maybe you already have a notice of default. The fact is, if you do nothing, you're going to lose your home, your credit is going to be completely ruined, and if you do nothing, it will ruin you financially, your credit file will be ruined, and this stuff follows you around with computers and FICOs and the way the credit bureaus report everything. If you do nothing, this will follow you around for years and years and years. If you want to save your home, there are a few options that you might have. A modification like the one that I just showed you, where I modified a person into a 30-year fix at 2.4%, that may be something that you can qualify for. It's important that we dive in and take a look, and I know I'll find out exactly if it's something that you can or cannot qualify for, usually within 15 to 20 minutes, okay? Do you qualify for any debt forgiveness? Every lender is a little bit different. Every bank is different, and their guidelines around debt forgiveness is different. So it's important that you go ahead and find out what your current situation is on this. Now, the cool thing is that I am really good at dealing with the banks myself. So I could deal with the banks, and I could go through their processes. I speak the bank's language, and I can help you find out if any kind of debt forgiveness is something that you can qualify for. Okay, so a short sale may be your best option. If you're just underwater, if there's no way that you can keep your home, you may want to just have it behind you, sell it to a cash buyer. I could definitely help you find a buyer. I have buyers all over the place that are looking for properties that are probably just like yours. So that may be something that will be the best option for you. It's just to get the whole thing behind you and move on with your life. This way is typically the fastest and easiest way to get the whole thing behind you and to move on. So short sale may be your best bet. A foreclosure, that's probably the worst case scenario. If they actually go through with a foreclosure and foreclose on your home, it's going to be very time consuming. It's going to haunt you. There's going to be tons of evasive phone calls. It's just not a pleasant process to go through, and it drags out. It puts a huge weight on your life to go through something like a foreclosure. So I want to encourage you to avoid that option if you possibly can. What can I do to help you? Well, the first thing that I want to be really clear about is I don't want to make any promises to you. I've told you a couple times in this video, I cannot make promises to you about your results. I can't promise you you're going to get a modification. I cannot promise you that it's all going to be peaches and cream and everything's going to work out perfectly. What I can promise you, though, however, is number one, you will not pay for my services. You're not going to pay an upfront fee to talk to me. You're not going to pay an upfront fee to get your mortgage modified. I will help you through, and you will not pay me upfront. Any fees that I make are typically paid from the lenders that I work with, and from the banks that are doing the modifications are typically where I would make my fees. We could talk about all those different options and how I make my living in my business through, with a personal phone call sometime or a personal consultation. So I encourage you to do that. The other thing that I can promise you is that I will work as hard for a result as you will. So if you don't return my phone calls and you don't do anything to help me, then I cannot help you. This has to be a team effort. We have to work together to make this happen. But I will promise you that I will work as hard for you to get a result that you want as you are willing to work for yourself. Okay? That is my main promise to you. The other thing I think is really important is I can't help everybody, okay? There are a lot of people that I can't do anything for, and it's important that you at least find out, right? So if we have a 15, 20-minute phone call or a conversation or a meeting or whatever it is, and I find out that given your basic unique situation with your debt scenario and your banks, If there's something in the file or something going on in the situation where I don't think I can help you, I will tell you right away and I will let you go. And I will absolutely promise you that I will point you in the right direction, or what I believe to be a good direction. I will help point you in the right direction. If I cannot help you, I will point you in a direction where you may be able to get some other help. Okay, so those are the things that I cannot promise and the things that I can promise and what I will stick to. So here's what I want to do right now. Okay, I'm going to give you my cell phone number. And what I want you to do is, if you are in any kind of hardship or if you got any kind of value out of this, if you like those examples that I just showed you a minute ago, I want you to pick up the phone. I want you to call my cell phone right now, or somewhere on this page, depending on where you're looking at this video. There may be a link to click on my email address to contact me. You can shoot me an email or give me a personal phone call. If I don't answer your call right away, I will typically answer your call within 24 hours unless I'm on vacation or something like that. But definitely reach out to me. Ask the question first, because it's important that you know the situation that you're in and what you could do. If you want to learn more, again, there's the next step to learn more is to take action and make a phone call. Okay. Now, if you're just a little bit skeptical, what I want you to do also, if you want to take a look at what I've done in the past, you could go to jasonwheeler.biz, go to Google and search for me there. At my blog here, jasonwheeler.biz, I have all kinds of articles and the types of things that I do to help people that may or may not be in similar situations as your own. The other thing that I want you to do is if you just go to, go to Google and check out Jason Wheeler reviews. Okay? Check out Jason Wheeler reviews, and it's highly likely that you'll see testimonials and you'll see, let's look at this. Okay, so check this out, yelp.com. This is a highly regarded site. I have 29 reviews currently as I'm recording this on yelp.com, and what I want you to do is go through here, see what other past clients have been saying about their experience with me. Check out some of these stories. I have a lot of raving fans here online, and I'm really, really grateful and appreciative of the people that have given back to me these type of reviews because I've helped them. So my main goal here is, if I'm able to help you out, I want to turn more people like you, or more people that I can help, I want to turn you into a raving fan. So if I do anything to really help better your situation, I would love it if you would be one of my raving fans. That's what I live for. That's the lifeblood of my business, and that's how I get by, and that's what makes it all worth it to me as well. Okay, so definitely go to Google, check me out, do a search on me there. When you're ready and when you feel comfortable, then you could also go to my, like I said, go to my website, check out the other trainings that are here online. And I've done several different trainings on getting out of debt, getting fast loans, all types of different stuff that you can see here. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I want to thank you a lot for watching this whole thing. If you're in a situation like this, please reach out to me. If you know anybody that could benefit from anything that I've talked about, please share this video with them on the social networks. Email it to them. You can definitely, again, follow me on my social networks, and I look forward to getting in touch with you personally. Thanks a lot, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Make it a great day. Talk to you soon.